Hey people, my name is Anthony. Welcome to my channel. Going to close this door. When you get into a stressful situation, what do? Do you find yourself reaching for a bottle in the back of your mind, reaching to go get another smoke? I found myself doing this daily, hourly, and couldn't help it. Always reaching over the counter, another one. This will stop my stresses, my anxiety I'm currently feeling in this moment. I would go every day to the store to cure my stress, to cure my anxiety, only to make it worse. Never having a greater vision that I could achieve this on my own, overcoming my stresses and anxiety through the hard work, like exercise. I just did a fucking killer exercise. I'm feeling pretty good. Or reading and writing and making sure I'm grateful for the things around me. Implementing these good self-improvement habits to improve my life and my daily challenges. So when you're in a stressful situation, for me, my stresses recently were pretty challenging. My puppy had to go to the vet and I nearly lost it. She nearly lost her life. My grandmother, who lives a few houses away from me, is currently suffering from dementia. When I would go over to my grandmother's house, so I could see her, because she's at the end stages of her life, I would suffer through some stress and anxiety, because she isn't really my grandma anymore. She's kind of this little kid. And so I would stay there for maybe half an hour. And throughout this, I would feel really stressed out and anxious. It's pretty difficult if you've never been with someone who has dementia, but you're dealing with someone who constantly doesn't know what they're doing, who doesn't understand their reality. They don't even know that they're at their own home. It sucks. So I would see her because I love my grandma and she's always taking care of me. And after seeing her, I would always go back to my comfort, my anxiety response, what would alleviate this immediate feeling of fuck, I hate this. I need to let go of this. So I give in, fucking smoke and chug down a whole bottle of wine. That would alleviate, not take away, my sense of anxiety and depression or whatever. I never had a vision of how I could accomplish this anxiety relief and this stress relief. I never knew how I could get there, how I can take it away for myself. I never thought that I had the power in me to resolve it. I always found the power was in the corner liquor store or the corner weed store with the highest THC cart or the highest percent bottle on sale wine they had at the time. That was my, oh yes, I'll get that, I'll feel better. I got that to look forward to tonight. Yeah, that'll make me feel better, make me feel good. So, that was my vision. That was the limit of my vision. A bottle of wine, and a vape card. How disgusting I think of it now. Imagine in your future, you have this beautiful family. You were able to build it from the ground up, and you have these loving relationships. You have a loving wife, a loving son and daughter, maybe a house pet. Okay. It's all beautiful luxury here and lovely. The weed isn't getting in my way. The alcohol is just fine. I consume it 2 times a week, whatever. At the end of my night when it's stressful, alleviates the tension. And one day, your boss, he says to you, you're working this 9-to-5 job, let's say. We're gonna have to cut people's hours. I think you're gonna have to take some time off. Maybe come in once a week or something. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to look for a new job or figure out something I can do with my time. Damn. You gotta find a new job. That's not the easiest, but you go about it. It's just a little bit more stressful, right? I'll pick up a new 2-4 on my way home. For those who don't know what a 2-4 is, it's a 24 pack of beer. So you pick up this 2-4 and you figure, fuck, this'll satisfy me. You enjoy it like you normally do. You're looking for jobs, you get this other part-time job, and fuck it, you're a janitor now. Okay, things are a little stressful, you're fucking sweeping floors, but you're not satisfied, you're not having a good time, you don't enjoy the work, you're just doing it because you gotta put food on the table now. All right, a little bit more stressful. Let's crack open 2 beers today. All right, well, this working a lot of hours now, you're not really spending that much time with your wife or your kids, so your relationship seems to get a little distant. You're not really communicating with that well, and when you see them, by the time you see them at the end of the day, you're just looking for a little bit of relief, a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of time with the missus, and at the end of the night, it's okay, it's mediocre, it isn't as good as it used to be. But it's okay, I got my beer, it'll make it a little better. Week goes by, you're still sweeping the floors. Oh shit, dog's sick. What's going on with the dog? Shit, I think we gotta take him into the vet. Oh crap. Oh no, this isn't good. They're really sick. They're not doing well. What do we do? Oh, we gotta make sure she gets treated right away. So you have your dog treated. Oh fuck. Look at this bill. This is a lot of money. Oh, I suppose we can afford it. Okay. We can't lose our precious family member here. That would add even more stress. So we have to really take care of this. Now, your dog has diabetes. You have to give them shots. You have to pay for the insulin and all the equipment that comes with it. Okay, well, we can afford it. We're both working really hard. And we have money saved up, so we can do this. And the stress, as you can see, just keeps building. At the end of the night, after you've gone through, you've taken care of the stressful duties, and you're now giving your dog shots of insulin, and you're not really even spending that much time with your kids anymore. They're doing their own thing now. They're plugged into their own worlds. And your wife and you are just really only spending quite a little bit of time together now. You both got to work a little bit harder now, eh? The end of your night here. All you want to do is turn on some entertainment, watch a hockey game, crack open another beer. So you have one. You find that you're still stressed. I'm still stressed out. Oh yeah, fuck. I'm just gonna have another one tonight. Fuck it. More than I normally have, but I need it. I'm quite stressed out, and I would just like to have a good night. All this stress has you run down. Has you tired at work? Has you tired with your 2 jobs that you're currently working? And then after weeks, you're just coming home, you're exhausted. All you can rely on is a little bit of liquid comfort. Your family, they notice this. They're not stupid. Do they know what you're doing and why you're doing it? No. Dad drinks. Yeah, I don't know if it's a problem, but yeah, he does. So a little bit maybe tension and guilt and maybe a little bit of shame starts to arise within you, and you know it's not really good. You're being this influence on your family. But the stress is very high. You don't really know what to do about it. You keep thinking, fuck, I can feel this stress right now, or I can just throw it away and feel all right for the rest of my night. I mean, I have to go to 2 jobs tomorrow and barely going to be able to see my wife. Okay. So it gets to the point where now you're very distant. The stress has increased to a level where you don't even know what to do with it. You find yourself constantly relying on something external. Something that takes it away. Something that Okay, I can get by with this. I'll put it down eventually, but not right now. This is a problem. You say to yourself, adding even more stress knowing what you're doing is wrong. Knowing that you're unhappy with your job, stress, the constant shots and the things you're doing with your animal, makes you feel bad, makes you even more stressed out. You're hoping they're living a good life, and you don't know that. You were hoping. And one night, your wife is just uninterested. She noticed you've had a few too many, and she just wants nothing to do with you, so she goes and sleeps on the couch. She's tired of your actions and your inadequacy within yourself and your lack of self-respect and self-discipline to do anything. She knows that what you're doing is wrong, and it's influencing her to partake in things. Maybe you're stressing her out. Maybe you're starting to stress your own family out. Maybe they're just getting more lonely and more depressed without their father around. And especially not their real father, their intoxicated father, who now feels this elevated level of stress and is using his emotions to get through it, and only relying on his emotions. Really feeling into his emotions and believing them. I'm irritated now. Fuck, I really just need something. I need to feel better, okay? You don't understand. It's very stressful for me, you say. Not to your kids, I would hope. And let's say you keep going with this. You start getting into fights over it with your wife, and you two get divorced. All because of what? You're unable to relieve your own stress from yourself. You have no internal control, power, discipline, and you have no knowledge of how to achieve this. And so your life is crumbling. The stress is so high that you believe the only way that you can alleviate it is through a fucking another high, another beer, or another way out that isn't from you, in you. It's always external. You have no way to calm your stress, your anxiety, your pain you feel, you think. And this could go one of two ways. But let's take for a second. Let's think. What if, before all this started, what if you didn't reach for the alcohol that night? What if instead you called a friend? You said, hey man, just got laid off of work and I'm having a hard time. You think we can chat about it? You think we can... Oh, of course! I would love to hear it. I would love to help you out with your endeavors. All right, well, awesome. You have a supportive friend that now you can rely on. And that's awesome. Doesn't that feel great? Oh, hey, you know what? I had the same problem before. And you know how I figured it out? I started to fucking meditate. I started to think, what is my purpose in this life? Your friend says. You're like really thinking. You're like, oh, wow, he must know something about how to manage his stress and anxiety more than I do. So you get the supportive group from your friend, and he's helping you. That's awesome. Maybe he's like, hey, why don't we hit the gym together? Why don't we do something? We'll do it tomorrow. After your 9 to 5, we'll do something good for ourselves, and we'll figure something out together. Awesome. That's awesome. I have someone that can help me figure stuff out. That's great. And then when you get home, you have a little bit more time with your kids. You look at it from the bright side of things, and you're like, and he sees his wife and kids, and he's like, okay, I got time off. Great. I can spend some more time with my wife and kids, and throughout the next week, I'll figure out how I'll be able to make this money back and have a new job, something new in place that can provide. I'll figure it out. I just got to put the time into it. Okay. Give me thinking. Okay, I can't really spend my time drinking right now. I need to put my work into something meaningful, something that can provide for my family. I really got to figure this out. Let me write about it. Let me journal about it. Let me put in the work. Let me see what I can do to make some more money, to make this work. This anxiety is nothing over me. I got my family here who supports me. You know what? I won't have a beer tonight. I'm having a good night with my family and my friends. All right. Get to look forward to this workout today with my friend after work. All right. We have a good workout. Fucking right. All right. I'm feeling quite accomplished. Now, I'm going to look on LinkedIn for some jobs. Okay. I'm not feeling really stressful right now. I'm feeling like I can do something. I can manage it. Oh shit, the dog. Oh God, we got this big bill we have to pay. Okay. I can really figure something out. All right, we're gonna have a chat as a family to figure this one out. As a supportive group together. I'm not alone in my feelings. My entire family's feeling this way. I got this big bill. I'm not really working enough to be able to financially support my family. What do I do? And, well, instead of reaching for the beer, you reach for your supports. And you reach towards something beneficial. You reach towards a pen and paper. You write down your thoughts. You think, how can I solve this? How can I do this for myself and my family? And you know what? It was quite stressful to feel this way. Good thing I'm not alone. So you have this support, this outlet to be able to alleviate your stress instead of this external liquid stress reliever. And you're feeling much better, more accomplished, and just overall, you don't feel stressed and anxious because you know that there are things in place that can help you throughout your stress and anxiety. Because it's not going to change. The stress and anxiety will be about the same. Just how and what you deal with that stress and anxiety will either make it greater level of stress, or your stress will be alleviated. Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to that new job that I've applied to now. So I gotta be in the best top shape for that job. So I'm not racing for that beer. I'm looking forward to having that ideal job that I found online, that marketplace resume that I applied. Oh, would you look at that? I got an interview. So you go to this interview and you're not really feeling super stressed. You're feeling relatively good about this, hopeful for the future. Not in some despair, like things are going to get worse. And you come out of this interview with the biggest smile on your face, like you just conquered the world. And you think, fuck, I nailed it. I nailed my anxiety, my stress, and I managed it through that. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna have fucking great sex with my missus. And you know what? As a family, we're gonna fucking get through this. No problem. I managed that like a fucking boss. Versus the guy. And it's like, fuck, I've had a long day. I don't want to deal with this. Like, yeah, the kids are fine. Do something with the wife tomorrow and I'll figure something out tomorrow. Fuck it. Which guy do you want to be like? Which man do you want to be like? There's a choice. The choice of being that fucking loser who chooses to rely on something external from himself, or to be able to rely on the things in his life that can help him, like his own self, taking the action to do the habits and the processes in place, like gratitude journaling, like exercise, like, not skipping the gym and eating healthy. Or the guy who skips the gym and decides, you know what, I'll put it off to tomorrow. I put it off to tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, you put it off till the next day. Cracking them open. Just to feel better. Or feeling better. To fucking weightlifting and shit. That power for you to decide lies in you. It lies in your decision. Fuck, how do I want to feel throughout my day? Do I want to feel like shit and rely on something that, fuck, I know I don't want? Or that it's like, it's dreadful? Or do you want to do something meaningful? Like, have these conversations with people. Like, put in the work for yourself because you're worth it and you deserve it. Or you're just going to sit there and be indecisive and be like, I don't know, I'm just going to go for that. I was like that for so long that I hate that motherfucker. He's disgusting. There's nothing more worthwhile than pursuing worthiness in your own heart, in your own life, in your own soul, and being worth pursuing. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling anxious about this and it sucks. What can I do to deal with it? How can I manage it? How can I take that responsibility onto myself? Because at the end of the day, it is your problem to deal with your anxiety and stresses. No one else's. Not your family's. Not your wife's. Not your kids. Not your dog that's in a poor condition now. It's on you. I didn't introduce myself, but my name is Anthony. And I am sober in my pursuit for a better life, baby. I was sick of being a user and abuser of alcohol and marijuana for a very long time. And I never made the decision to be able to take the responsibility to alleviate my own anxiety and stress. I would blame others. I would put it on others. I would rely on substances to take it away. Whoo! What a fucking waste of time that was. What regretful actions, shame, and guilt I experienced because of that. So, you can either choose to put things in place for yourself, have someone else do it for you, or rely in a little bit of a high to take it all away from you. Anyways, I guess that's my rant about making decisions for yourself. Yes, I think that if you're struggling, that all you have to do is make the choice to fucking put it down and not continue using it. Because you can't be that fucking stupid if you've watched this far. All right. Well. You don't know what to do? It's very understandable. I started a free one-to-one coaching calls where I try to help you for half an hour through maybe some of the challenges you may be experiencing through your drug use and drug addiction. It's entirely free. The reason I set this up is because I want to be better at conveying my ideas on how to overcome this. Because I was quite lost for such a long time through my addiction process. And I feel like I have some knowledge that I could help share with you. That's why I'm making these videos. So if you could use some help, I would recommend clicking the top link in the description, booking a call, and hopefully I can help you out with some of your struggles you're going through right now regarding your addiction. Anyways, this has been Anthony. If you enjoyed this more upfront talk today, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one, guys.